President Trump continues to take aim at Harvard University. He says he will revoke the school's tax-exempt status. He made that statement this morning on Truth Social. The president suggested he would take this action after the Ivy League school sued the administration last week over its decision to freeze more than $2 billion in funding for the university. That funding freeze was a result of the White House accusing Harvard of failing to take action on its demands to end anti-Semitism on campus. Harvard released a statement saying this move would endanger Harvard's ability to carry out its education mission and would have grave consequences for the future of higher education in America. So with that, let's bring in NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell.
So, Sue, there are obviously federal laws that prevent this kind of thing happening. The White House sort of targeting a person or an entity and saying, go audit that person because they're my enemy. So how is the president planning to accomplish this when it comes to Harvard's tax-exempt status?
That's an excellent question, Glenn, because like so many of the president's plans, he just can't revoke any organization's tax-exempt status. And like you said, he can't order the IRS to investigate or audit anyone. But what Donald Trump could do is appoint an IRS commissioner who will do his bidding. His acting commissioner, who he just appointed, just resigned, so he's on the hunt for a new one. And then he could urge the commissioner to change the priorities of tax enforcement, or he could get Congress to change the laws.
So the president initially went after Harvard because he thought there was too much anti-Semitism on campus, and then Harvard didn't agree with the changes he wanted. It just released its own report, though, showing anti-Semitism is a big problem on campus. So if that is the case, why weren't they willing to make the changes to begin with?
Well, because this isn't about anti-Semitism at all, and they are going to make changes based on those reports. But what Trump is proposing is a gross expansion of presidential powers. So it's beyond that. It's a violation of constitutional rights, and it does attack academic freedom. But more importantly, their actions are proving his point. If you comply or you don't comply, Trump is going to attack anyway, so they are thinking they might as well just fight back anyway.
All right, so this fight between sort of the White House and an ivory tower, it really impacts students, the people that we see when we go to Cambridge or when we use Harvard-related hospitals. So how does this all shake out for them?
And it impacts the future, right? Because those students grow up to be our doctors and our lawyers. And we talked last week about how much Harvard means to medical research and our hospital system right here in Massachusetts. That would be in further danger. And how it will impact students coming into Harvard. Tuition could go up, financial aid would go down, and if Harvard loses status as a leading research hub, it could definitely hurt enrollment.
NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell, thank you.
You're welcome.